So just get through putting in quite a nice few hours and hours of work today. Very painful. This is my first day back to work after surgery. Coming home looking to kick back, and what news do I see? China is going back on lockdown. So then I figure, okay, well, this is going to be interesting to see where people's mindsets are on this one. So then I go online, and I start looking around and start chatting, start talking to people. Go out to my neighbors, talk to them, kind of go online, look up other articles, and yeah, man, there are people that are saying that this is going to encourage the United States to go on like a 2-year lockdown. I have no doubts in my mind that some of the progressives are going to call for a 2-year lockdown. That's almost a given at this point. But hear me out, please. Speaking from a standpoint of, I don't know, I've always considered myself a tank. Because come what may, whatever pain I'm in, if something needs to be done, I get up and I frickin' do it. I've always enjoyed being the person that was dependable, that people could call on, that people could say, yeah, but he got in this and this, yeah, but you don't know Paramount. He'll fucking be there. He'll get it done. And so I muscle through a day, and I'm not even medically cleared for work yet, for crying out loud, but I have to work. Society needs it. Society demands it. It's things that need to be done. If enough individuals like me don't go to work, then you are not going to have restaurants. You're not going to have Walmarts. Your medical equipment is going to fail because it is going to overheat, and the computer rooms will shut down. Computers produce a lot of heat, and one of the things we do is keep those computers up and going, along with morgues and things like that. And I know people don't really think of morgues as essential, but they are. Imagine if people like me weren't able to work on the morgues and you had bodies piling up, rotting. That's disease. Each individual matters, you know. It's kind of like Horton Hears a Who. You know what I'm talking about? Well, every little voice matters, every little participant matters, and there is a risk. Yes, you could die. Yes, you could die. You could die in a DWI accident tomorrow. You could. You get mugged and die. You could be at the bank and an itchy trigger-fingered bank robber goes in and kills you. You could have a brick fall on you. You could drink too much water and die. You can get frostbite on your toe from a walk-in freezer and accidentally smash a frozen ham on your toe, and then it gets infected and it kills you. All these are things that have real life happened. There are a lot of things that can kill you. You remember Avatar? When the general said, welcome to Na'vi, or whatever the hell the name of the planet was, where everything wants to kill you? Yeah. Welcome to Earth, where everything, including your own body, wants to kill you. What else is new? Okay? Yes, this is a new kid on the block. Yes, I understand. It is kind of scary. I gotcha. I feel you, man. But the thing that gets me is not only do we have this thing encouraging people to stay indoors, but now we've got this thing where, what the hell, man? I can make more money sitting here. So shall we just lock down forever and we will all suckle off Uncle Sam's teat? And if we do that, then obviously we must give up all our property because, you know, we don't buy anything. Everything belongs to Uncle Sam. That's the only way that Uncle Sam would be able to afford to pay all of us. Big Brother doesn't have deep pockets. Big Brother's pockets are deep because Big Brother keeps robbing our piggy banks. It's true. And then what do? We sit here, we sit at home, and we give all our belongings to Big Brother. That way Big Brother can just not even have to rob our piggy banks. We just give Big Brother our piggy banks, and he'll just dole out our money to us as he sees fit. I mean, why not? Everybody else is doing it. Why shouldn't I just sit at home and make money? And then this on top of everything else, and people are calling for a 2-year lockdown, and I guarantee you, politically, people are going to be swarming and chomping at the bit to bring things like the Green New Deal in, and businesses, my God, some of these greedy businesses that have taken money from this fund that was designed to keep people at work, and then the very people it's designed to save their jobs are fighting it. True story. I work really closely with a lot of the top people in some of the largest corporations in the United States, and I work closely with a lot of the people that are pretty high up there. And they all have the same story, every single one of them. I'm like, damn, you guys are hiring and you can't find anybody in this economy? No, we can't find anybody to work. Why? Well, you know what? We've had people quit or do things to purposely get fired because they want to sit at home, because right now you're getting your unemployment plus that extra money per week, and that extra money per week, let alone, is more than generally you make on a minimum wage job at 32 hours a week. At 32 hours a week, say $10 an hour, it's $320. Hell, you're making more than that just freaking... What? What are we propagating? God Lord. I mean, the kids today are seeing this and they're like, oh yeah, well, it's smart to stay at home. Why do I gotta learn to do anything? It's like Uncle Sam freaking get to me. Why do I got to get an education? We got universal basic income. Why do I got to go to work? They need what? They need people here because what? This industry's failing, and if this industry fails, people will die? What do I care? Let me sit at home and milk in the money. And the biggest problem is this. All I can say to all that is more power to you. And that's the biggest disappointment. So I can't even fault you. I can't even tell you you're wrong. I know, you've got bills. It's like a job opportunity, man. Go to work and make, what, $600-700 a week here in my state, pretty average. Or stay at home and make $1,000 a week. I can't blame you. It sounds appetizing. But the problem is this. If enough people have that attitude, this country will grind to a halt. And we will become socialist because there will be no other choice. There will be no other options. Do you understand? If enough people sit at home and enough businesses fail and the government has to step in, and the government gets his paws on it, and the government starts gobbling up these businesses because, well, we're bailing you out, so obviously you're now a government entity. And then if enough people do that, then yeah, we will be socialist. And socialism is nearsighted. It doesn't think about 10, 15 years down the road. It thinks about the here and now, which is why it's so appealing. It advertises free this and free that, not telling you that the whole time you're really selling your soul to the devil. The devil will sing sweet songs and say sweet nothings in your ear and stab you in the back in the end. And it's very few and very rare times that we actually recognize the angel that has come into our lives. Be it politically, be it personally, whatever. This applies in many different areas. But we can't go down this road, man. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. My feet are killing me. I mean, like, literally, they are just hurting so bad. But I produced. Because the work I did, some family somewhere, somehow is going to be able to get that food that hopefully it's what they need. A business will stay open a little bit longer. People will be able to get their product a little bit better. Hospitals will run a little smoother. Patients will hopefully go home safe, sound, and in one piece. And for that, I will gladly sit here and suffer. Because that's what we do. It's not about us. It's about the future generations. People always ask, what's the meaning of life? And they say it's a hard question to answer, but it's not. The meaning of life is the easiest question to answer. The meaning of life is life. The meaning of life is future generations. We don't do for us, we do for them. But at some point, we've got to realize we're standing on a pile of trash. And we're looking over the fence and telling our neighbor how to clean their yard. But the only reason we can tell our neighbor how to clean their yard is because we're standing on our own pile of trash. How about we clean our own backyard? Is that so bad? Is that a bad thing to say nowadays? That our own backyard needs attention? I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.